Hello there. So the government is cracking down to stop protesters arguing that their criminal damage of our property is justified. We've seen it from BLM protests to statue protests to insulate Britain to Extinction Rebellion, all attempting to claim that their actions that cause physical and economic damage to our lives are justified in their cause, whatever it might be. And the danger is that this could spread to more and more protesting groups. Although I doubt that an anti-Northern Ireland Protocol protest using the same techniques based on the defence that a full and proper Brexit is government policy would be met with anything but batons, tasers and immediate jail time. Anyway, the Attorney General, Suella Braverman, is instigating a Court of Appeal review of the Colston 4 case, where they were cleared of criminal charges in court by a jury after throwing the Colston statue into Bristol docks, all on the basis that the damage they caused was justified. In an article for The Telegraph, the Attorney General said that although the right to protest was important and should be jealously guarded, it should not be seen as a licence to cause criminal damage. Human rights should not be used to legitimise criminal conduct, she says. Police and protesters, judges and jurors, they all need to understand where the boundary lies between protected rights and criminality. It is in the public interest to clarify the law, which is why I am making this reference to the Court of Appeal. All sounds fine and dandy until the criminal damage perpetrators end up in court with a very sympathetic jury. Then it won't matter what the law or the judge says. If the jurors believe that the criminal damage was justified and the law is wrong, then they can find them innocent, however perverse that might appear to you and me. Now, some people might think it wrong that the Colston 4 got off. But how about the case of David Chick? Remember him? The long-time protester that hacked lumps out of the BBC Eric Gill statue earlier this year. Should he be let off for that particular offence on the basis of who the sculptor was? But in fact, I've heard nothing from this case since January. Strange, don't you think? Anyway, the real problem is that when the government makes firm policies to meet things like zero carbon emissions by 2050 and then enacts it into primary statute law, anyone who can prove to a jury that the government is not doing enough to meet its own laws can probably get away with claiming they needed to cause criminal damage to bring it to people's attention. The same goes with human rights issues. In fact, with the right jury, even criminal damage protests against not meeting manifesto promises might be up for grabs. So it's a good job no one thought strongly enough about the government ditching the state pension triple lock or breaching its manifesto promise to not raise certain taxes, isn't it? And how about a Prime Minister who won't obey his own ministerial code and resign